Angels. My name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have a pick a card for you, and it is about their thoughts of you today. So their thoughts of you today. I have set the intention that, as you watch this is a timeless reading, so whenever you do watch it, they will simultaneously be sort of thinking these thoughts of you, or so we can sort of assume or hope. So we have their thoughts of you today, 4 different decks to choose from. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. We're going to pull some channeled messages. I have not pre-shuffled anything, so we're going to do everything in front of the camera. We're going to figure out, even when you start your pile, if it's the right pile for you, and read the energy of you and your person. And you will have the option to extend, which will be an 18+. They're sexual thoughts of you today, and I just thought it was really cool that we do it about, when you see this in this moment, what are their thoughts, because energy is constantly fleeting, so it's nice to do like a little check-in here and there. All right, you guys, so I think that is about it. I will see you guys in your pile. Hi, lovely souls who chose deck number 1. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be talking about your person's thoughts of you today, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be their 18+, their sexual thoughts of you today. And like I said in the intro, but you probably skipped ahead because I do the same thing, I've set the intention to sort of time it as if this is simultaneous. So whenever you see this reading, this is their thoughts of you at this very moment. So before I pull into the tarot, I do want to figure out whether or not this pile is for you. So we're going to read your energy and your person's energy, and of course you can flip-flop it depending on how it comes out, and we will see if this is a right fit for you. And if not, then there are some other piles that you can choose from. So Spirit, give me an Archtype Oracle for group number 1's person. Who is group number 1's person? Who is group number 1's person? Give me an Archtype Oracle for group number 1's person. Who is group number 1's person? I had something fall on the floor. We have Seeker and Rescuer. Okay, and give me an Archtype Oracle for group number 1. We have Mentor. Give me an Astrological Oracle for group number 1's person. Who is group number 1's person? How can we define them astrologically speaking? Who is group number 1's? Whew. Group number 1's person. Group number 1's person. Give me an Astrological Oracle card for group number 1's person. We have Taurus and Soul, which is Sun, that can rule over Leo. Who is group number 1? Group number 1, we have Mars, which can rule over Aries, and we have Leo. So you both could have Leo in your chart, or be Leos, or have, Aries in your chart, or have some fire compatibility there. Literally, get it? Fire compatibility. We also have Taurus, or you could be a Taurus. Again, you guys, you can flip-flop this. So give me an Animal Spirit Oracle for group number 1's person. Give me an Animal Spirit Oracle for group number 1's person. Okay. So we have the Peacock, and give me an Animal Spirit Oracle for group number 1. We have the Phoenix and the Dolphin Spirit. Okay. And what is the current energy between group number 1 and their person? What is the current energy between group number 1 and their person? What is the current energy between group number 1 and their person? Okay. So we have authority and emotional withdrawal. Okay, so group number 1, to figure out whether or not this is a pile for you, we have some conjunctions here. We have lots of Leo, Aries, Taurus. There could be a Taurus, Aries sort of cusp here. We have the Peacock spirit, and we have the Dolphin Phoenix spirit. So we have a lot of fire conjunction here. So let's talk about the Peacock spirit. The Peacock spirit is someone that I know off the bat, I think is ruled by the element of air. So this person could also have, or you could have, again, you guys can flip-flop it, air in your chart. This is someone who is very confident. They're not afraid to get attention. They like the attention, in fact. This is someone that, you know, it's interesting because we always kind of assume that the Peacock spirit is all about like outer beauty, but the Peacock spirit, at least within this oracle book, is about inner beauty. So this person is actually someone who is very beautiful on the inside. They're very compassionate. They're very kind. They have a really warm heart. But this is someone who gets a lot of attention from other people. Now, again, this could be you. I could be describing you. This is someone, we have seeker and rescuer. We could read this as maybe this person seeks out attention, or this could be someone that always has a thirst for the bigger and better. This is someone who could be very spiritual themselves in that they are searching for answers within the occult. They're looking for some sort of redemption. With rescuer, this person could have a rescuer complex in that they seek out people that, you know, might need rescuing, might need help. This is where they excel. And it's because they have such a compassionate and kind heart, they excel in wanting to help, wanting to take care of others. We have the dolphin spirit here, and the dolphin spirit is ruled by the element of water. So that you or this person could have water in their chart. We have a lot of mixed elements. Right here we have earth, fire, and air. Here we have fire and water so far. So with the dolphin spirit, this is someone who is innately intelligent. This is someone who is a natural healer. And with mentor, I do feel like this person, you know, comes in and comes equipped with a lot of inner knowledge. This is someone who I'm seeing like Pisces moon or Pisces rising could have some sort of just, I don't know why I said Pisces either, but some sort of, they just come equipped with some sort of wisdom. They could be very spiritual as well. This is someone who's an active healer, might even be in the practice of healing. And this is someone who is this way, who came equipped with this wisdom through experience. This is someone who really had to fight for everything that they have. With the Mars energy here with Phoenix as well, this is someone who had to really free themselves from suffering, free themselves from past karma. This is someone who really worked to be who they are today, which is maybe how they have gained this kind of mentor archetype status and why they're being represented by the oracle in that way. And then for the energy between, we have authority and emotional withdrawal. So there could be separation. There could even be a no contact situation here. And there could be some sort of, this could be an authoritative figure with mentor, or even rescuer. This could be a family member in their thoughts of you today, or this could be a past boss. For some of you, it could be romantic, like I said, a no contact separation situation. I'm going to have to pull in the tarot. But there's some sort of loss here, or there's, it's almost the before the loss, like the withdrawal before the loss. But there is a lot of heavy energy. Like my hands are shaking as I see, like, I'm a little more, like, as I move over the authority card, I'm getting kind of shaky hands. So if this is sounding like your pile, then you're in the right place. So let's continue. Let's dig into the tarot and see what else we can get and figure out what their thoughts of you are today. I'm going to kind of push some of this to the side. So what are their thoughts of you today, group number 1? We're starting off with the King of Wands here. So a lot of fire energy. Again, this person could have heavy placements in their chart, or you can. But the King of Wands is an authoritative figure. This is someone who is a boss. They own a business or a company, or they do things that, you know, they conduct in a boss-like way. So this could be an old boss of yours. This could be a father figure or father of your children. With death, I do feel like there was some sort of ending in this connection here. Maybe they're even looking at you this way, since we're trying to figure out how they're feeling about you today, their thoughts of you. And the King of Wands, maybe they're seeing you as having some sort of authoritative figure or energy over them, or you're sort of in a boss energy. Their thoughts of group number 1 today. Their thoughts of group number 1 today. Death doesn't always have to be about an ending. It can be symbolic of transformation. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the Knight, which is special to this deck. It's not an actual tarot card. So a lot of heavy thoughts. I mean, I definitely feel like, and I do feel like this person is thinking about you even more towards the evening time, the nighttime. They're having a lot of trouble sleeping. The 7 of Cups can even be representative of dreams. This person's having dreams about you. We have the Knight as well coming out. And again, it's not a tarot card, but it's in this tarot deck. And I feel even like this person might be having some vivid dreams about you, maybe even some nightmares. I feel like this person, their thoughts of you is they're kind of looking at you as a loss, as someone where there is a major distance, or you're undergoing some sort of transformation, and that you don't have time for them, that you're in your boss energy. You're really thriving and you're really taking control of your life. The 7 of Cups can also talk about options and having a lot of different opportunities. So they might see you as someone who's traveling a lot, or see you as someone who's really busy, or has a lot of different, maybe even like romantic options. For those of you where this is sort of a work situation, I do feel like this past boss is looking at you as someone who's moved on and maybe created your own business, and you have a lot of people working under you. You have a lot of business opportunities, or maybe you're thriving kind of beyond. You've like transformed, and they used to be your mentor, and they're kind of watching you as someone who's completely moved on from them, and maybe they're feeling a little nostalgic. For some of you that will resonate. But for a lot of you, I am seeing this as like a romantic interest, and there's some sort of separation here. There's no contact. I feel like this person is mulling over in their mind whether or not they want to create contact with you, but they're looking at you, and their current thoughts of you today are that you're not looking in their direction necessarily. So their thoughts of you today, we have the Universe in reverse, which is the World. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Morning. This is so interesting. We have such a contrast here, and then that 2 of Pentacles coming out, which is really talking to the contrast that I'm feeling. The contrast being like, look at the darkness that comes from, you know, the cards above. Sorry, I was checking if we were all in frame. The contrast of the cards above, and like how you're not looking in their direction. You've transformed, you've moved on, you've even, for some of you, you've blocked this person, you've cut this person off. You have a lot of options, you have a lot of opportunities. They're sad, and the sadness really creeps in during the nighttime. But on the other hand, on the flip side, they have this optimism. Their thoughts of you today And it might not even be optimism. It might be delusion, or it might be just fantasy. Like, it keeps them, because with the universe, with the world in reverse, like, they know that there is no coming back. So I don't know what has happened between you guys, but they're seeing you as someone who has emotionally withdrawn from them. With the universe in reverse, the world in reverse, they're not seeing this as a connection that can come full circle. They're not seeing a chance for redemption. They're not seeing a chance for reconciliation. But they like to live in their head, or they like you to live in their head rent-free, in the fantasy or the ideology that you guys could somehow like be together and have this happy life. And they know it's not realistic with the Two of Pentacles. Again, the morning is also not a tarot card. We have the morning and the night. So it's like the contrast. It's like by the nighttime, they have these dark kind of dreams, these nightmares. They dream of you. By the morning, they try to, you know, think positively. But it's so interesting because the Ten of Pentacles is like a really positive card, but in this deck, how it's illustrated is like the Ten of Pentacles, like this, she's lying down in her bed, just like thinking, you know, almost like daydreaming, like I said, like fantasizing about what this could represent, what the Ten of Pentacles, counting the pentacles they do have, but sitting or sleeping on the others. You know, we only have 5 pentacles here, we have another 5 here. And it's almost like this person was sleeping on you. They were sleeping on all that you had to give, the connection, all the energy that you put into it. And they were only focused on, you know, the other 5 of the pentacles. And when you split 10 in half and you do the 5 of pentacles, it talks about being left out in the cold. It talks about, you know, lack mentality and restriction. And so I almost feel like this Ten of Pentacles is not even a true Ten of Pentacles coming out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person is in this mindset where they just feel like left out in the cold, and they're just left with their thoughts. So of course they're thinking of you today. They're thinking of you always, all the time, all day, every day, morning to night. And their thoughts shift from positive to negative, back to positive to negative. For some of you, I really am getting that this is a father figure or a mother figure, or there's something to do with family and some sort of separation. It could have been like your biological parent, and they think about you a lot, and they felt like they wouldn't be able to give to you or provide for you, and they dream of that, they wish for that, but they know that they can't. And they think of you when they wake up in the morning, they think of you when they go to sleep. They're hoping that you are this strong boss taking control of your life in a way in which they couldn't. They think about reaching out, but they don't know how to. So that's going to resonate for some of you. For others of you in which this is a love relationship or connection, you know, the same energy applies. I think this person is just viewing you as someone that, like, dependent on who you are here, if you're the mentor or if you're the rescuer seeker, you know, I feel like this person, like if they're the mentor, they feel like you don't, you know, you don't need them anymore. Like you've grown into your own, like you are now a mentor. And if they're the rescuer, they feel like you don't need rescuing anymore. You've grown into your own. But either way, they feel this growth, this separation that has essentially, you know, put you guys 2 apart. So their thoughts of group number 1 today. Group number 1's person's thoughts of them today. Group number 1's person's thoughts of them today. We have doubt. I released the need to know all the answers. So they haven't. They still want to know all the answers, but I do think that it's so painful that they just, you know, they stop trying to think about it. They doubt that you guys will ever come back together with the world in reverse. We have empathy, you know, they understand you. We're starting off with the King of Wands. They're hoping that you are in your best suit, in your best energy. They're hoping that, you know, they are hoping you're happy, truly, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing. We have adversity. So I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So this person is sort of going through their own adversity because this is hard for them. This is very, very challenging for them to constantly think of you and to, on one hand, just want the best for you and hope for the best and hope you're doing well and living well. And then on the other hand, want you in ways they can't have you, in ways that they don't think are possible. So group number one's person's thoughts for them today. Their thoughts for them today. Yeah, imagination. They're super in their head. Like I said, they're super in their thoughts about you. And maybe you're the peacock spirit and they're seeing you as someone that a lot of people are looking at, a lot of people want to be with, get with. They're seeing you as very attractive. And, you know, they're trying with the Phoenix energy, they're trying to rise above this. They're trying to see the light. Group number one's person's thoughts for them today. We have here and now. Too many cards. Okay, and we have imagine. Wow, so a lot of energy of just staying really in their head, you know, not truly being able to express themselves, not truly being able to have you any other way other than your head and other than their thoughts in their head. Here's number one's person's thoughts of them today. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. Like, I think they want to work together. Like, I think they want reconciliation. They want to make this work, even if it's as friends. For some of you, this really is like a business situation and they want to like collaborate in some way. They feel like you have surpassed them. For some of you, this is a biological parent situation. And honestly, for some of you in which it is a biological parent situation, this is really like heavy on my heart, because I want to go into more detail about it, but I'm being swayed in so many different directions because there's like 3 different scenarios here, and this one would cause us to really go off path. But bottom line, I mean, they truly did not want to make you feel like they were leaving you or abandoning you or running away from you. They think about you all day, every day, and they hope for some sort of reconciliation in some sort of way. They don't know how. And if they've never met you, they imagine it. Like, you just live in their head rent free. So I'm sorry for I just had to say that. So for those of you where that doesn't resonate, I had to say that. Sorry. Okay, so many cards. We have the Tower in reverse. We have Judgment. You know, this person is going through an awakening and a spiritual shift, and they truly they would love to see and manifest some sort of reconciliation, some sort of new beginning here in this connection. They don't know if it's logical, if it's practical, if it's possible, but that is their wish. And they think about that all the time. So for those of you in which you've moved on from this person or you blocked this person, you know, I don't know what happened. I'm not getting too much from the cards of the past. You know, it could have been that you moved away from them because they were unfair. They treated you badly, you know, etc., etc. But I think there's been a lot of time, you know, that has passed, and I feel like this person is changed. I think the loss of this connection has changed. This person even triggered them into a spiritual awakening, and I think that they look at this from a completely different perspective than when things were happening between you two. And they're very empathetic. They understand you. They understand why things happened the way they did. And they have been trying to heal from it themselves. So let's do channeled messages. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. I replay our conversations over and over. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. Group number one person's thoughts. You and I were too young. So for some of you, this could have been like a high school sweetheart, or just the timing wasn't right for us. It just wasn't right for you two. And they think of you as the person, as the one that got away. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. I'm afraid to contact you. Again, and still, I am getting a biological parent here. Maybe they were too young, and the timing wasn't right for them to have a child. They're afraid to contact you. I can't stop thinking about you. Y'all are gonna make me cry. You know, however this resonates, whether this is a relationship, it just feels like I can feel the heaviness of this loss from this person. They think about you every day. I remember every detail of that day. And I'm just such a softie now that I have my own baby. So if this is like a situation, you definitely have to comment down below. I mean, if you feel comfortable, and let me know. Group number one's person's thoughts of them today. I'm starting to understand our connection. So with that Tower in reverse, like I said, this person is starting to really understand, oh, I love you unconditionally. And I hope that you can forgive me one day. This person is really trying to understand the connection. Like I said, they're trying to empathize. They're trying to look from a different perspective at the situation, and really step into your shoes. So that's what I am getting for you guys, group number one. For those of you in which this is a love connection, I am going to extend it. The extension will not be for anything else because it's an 18 plus. That'd be kind of weird. It's an 18 plus and it's their sexual thoughts of you today. That is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. Definitely comment down below if it resonated, because I'd love to hear from you guys and I'd love to hear your feedback. And I am booking private readings if you guys were interested in receiving one. I offer private readings and personal readings on my live streams. I go live about twice a week around 8 p.m. Central Time. If that time zone doesn't conjunct with you and your schedule, then definitely maybe look into a private reading. All you have to do is send me an email and I will send you the menu, which will tell you all the instructions on how to book. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the extended. Hello, group number two. Welcome. If you guys chose this deck, this is for you. We are going to be talking about your person's thoughts of you today, right now, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be an 18 plus. Their sexual thoughts of you today. I'm going to put this deck aside because we are going to pull some Oracle and figure out if this is even the pile for you. We're going to read the energy of you and your person, and of course you can flip-flop it. And if it doesn't resonate, then maybe pick from a different pile. So give me the energy, spirit, or the archetype of group number two. Give me the energy of group number two's person in the Archtype Oracle spirit. Okay, we have healer. Let's get one more. Group number two's person. and we have Fool. Give me the archetype and energy of group number 2. We have Alchemist. Give me the archetype and energy of group number 2. Okay, we have Engineer. All right. Give me the astrological sign of group number 2 or group number 2's person. We have Leo. Give me the astrological sign of group number 2 or group number 2's person. No fucking way. We have Taurus. I'm saying that because these two came out in the last. We have Aquarius coming out as well in the last pile. Okay, and give me the Animal Spirit Oracle of group number 2 or group number 2's person. We have the Unicorn. Give me the Animal Spirit of group number 2 or group number 2's person. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. We have the Lion and the Butterfly. And what is the energy between them? What is the energy between them? The Waiting Game. Let's get one more. What is the energy between them? Moving on. Okay, so for some of you, this is a no contact. For others of you, this is separation. This is one of those, like, should you stay or should you go connections, or it could be. So we have the Unicorn Spirit here. And the Unicorn Spirit is someone who connects to a higher wisdom or divinity. And we also have the Healer. We have Leo and Aquarius, so that could be you or your person. The Unicorn almost seems unreal, and that's kind of how the Unicorn Spirit is depicted in the Oracle book. It is that, like, is it even real? Does it even exist? It really makes you question reality. This could have been one of those connections where you guys never met, or it could have been a connection in which you guys are yet to meet. For some of you, you've met online, and maybe they've called you a unicorn, or you've called them a unicorn, or maybe they seem or seemed too good to be true. I haven't figured out whether or not this is present or past. This person, or again, you guys can flip-flop it, or you could have like a natural healing ability, or that you actually quite literally have a career or a passion in healing. This could be a nurse, a doctor. This could be in the occult, Reiki, tapping, tarot cards, psychiatry, psychologist, things like that. We have Fool. It could be that this person, or we could even have, this person is a comedian, or they just like to lift people's spirits up, and they just constantly try to make people laugh in some sort of way. Leo and Aquarius are sister signs in that they oppose each other on the astrological spectrum. So this person could be just a very rare breed in how they go about life. There's just something about them or about you that is just such a walking contradiction in a dichotomy in such a brilliant, effortless way. Now we have the Unicorn Spirit doesn't necessarily rule over any particular element in this book. But to me, it kind of rules over the fact that there is divinity, a connection to spirit. So the Unicorn Spirit, I do feel like, is very spiritual. And then we have the lion spirit and the butterfly spirit. The lion spirit rules over the element of fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We also have Taurus present here. The lion spirit is someone who is just naturally very regal. They're patient. They're strong. They could even look strong on the surface. They could be someone that goes to the gym a lot. They could be very toned. We have the butterfly ruling over the element of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone who has gone through a great deal of transformation. This is someone who's very graceful. We have that graceful, regal sort of combination here. It could be that this person, you know, has really transformed their look and how they look. For some of you, I'm hearing transition. This person quite literally transitioned. We have Taurus ruling over Venus. You know, I always feel like that rules over aesthetics as well. I think this person cares a lot about how they look. But with Alchemist and Butterfly, you know, this person definitely has transformed. And in more ways than one, this is someone who has gone through the thick of it and they have completely transformed their life. I do think this person, the lion spirit, has more of an analytical mind with the engineer archetype coming up. There's someone who is more logical and practical, whereas the unicorn spirit is someone who is more spiritual and more of an idealist with the Aquarius and the Fool. I feel like this is someone who is very lighthearted, and versus the lion, someone can be very intense. Then we have the mutual energy as the waiting game and moving on. So there could be a separation and there could be tension in that this person feels like you're going to move on or you feel like they're going to move on. So if this is sounding like your pile, you're in the right place. We're going to figure out what your person's thoughts of you are today. What is group number 2's person's thoughts of them today? What is group number 2's person's thoughts? To start, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm hearing travel for work. With the waiting game, this person could be traveling for work, or they work really hard, or they see you as someone who's traveling for work and working really hard. What is group number 2's person's thoughts of them today? We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Oracle of Raindrops. And we have the 3 of Swords. The Oracle of Raindrops, I believe, is the Page or the Queen of Cups. Okay. All right, so for some of you, there was a breakup with this person. You were with this person and you guys broke up, and now you're really wondering what they're thinking of you post-breakup, what their current thoughts of you are today. It could be that there was a fight or a separation, and one of you or both of you is trying to see whether or not the other is moving on. I feel like this person's viewing you as someone who's moving on. I feel like their thoughts of you today is that they're very anxious, that don't care anymore, that you're not thinking of them, that they're feeling very like heartbroken. And they're feeling like you're very fleeting. Like we see this Fool with the imagery and he has a mask and behind it they're crying. And it's like this person is like, and if they are the engineer's person, you know, they're trying to look at this analytically, but there is no analytics to look at. This is all having to do with their emotions. They're feeling very sensitive about this. They're trying to, maybe this person is a workaholic. They try to bury themselves in work or some sort of work, like working on their body or going to the gym, but they're actually really torn up about this. They're viewing you as someone who was there and who no longer is, and they feel like you know, are fleeting, like you've moved on, like you've disappeared. They like couldn't capture the unicorn. Again, you don't have to be the unicorn spirit, but I kind of feel like you are. We have the Master of Lightning, which is the King of Wands. We have the 10 the 10. The Wheel of Fortune. We have the Magician. Their thoughts of you today. If this person initiated the breakup, I feel like they immediately regretted it, or if they initiated the separation, or if there was some sort of fight that led you into separation, no contact, and it feels like a breakup and you're not sure if it is or not. This person wants to reconcile. Like, they've tried to bury themselves in work to not talk to you, to not talk about this or the connection, but they want to have a conversation. They want to, for some of you, they want to move on. Like, they want to move forward. They want to move past this. They don't want to be in their feels. So the Wheel here and the Master of Lightning and the Magician actually kind of represents their process. They're trying to move on away from you. They're trying to like look at the situation logically. For others of you, this person is trying to think of ways in which you guys can come back together and that they can lead you guys back to reconciliation, because they feel like they're sort of the leader of this connection, or at least they have an ego that feels that way, and that they have to somehow reconcile this and reconcile your differences. And they feel like there's a lot of ways they can go about this, or maybe they feel like you have a lot of options. Maybe you block this person and they feel like it's a waiting game until you unblock them, until you guys get to have a conversation with each other. We have the Master of Raindrops, the King of Cups here, the Three of Pentacles. So this person, or the Five of Pentacles, is really feeling a lack. Maybe you broke up with them, whoever, whatever happened. This person is feeling a lack. They're feeling like they're really feeling the loss of you. They're really feeling like the separation. They feel left out in the cold. For some of you, you did block this person or cut off some sort of communication with them, and they want to talk to you again. They don't know how to. It's like they're really viewing you even more so in the separation. If you were in a relationship with them, like they knew who you were and they got to know you. Obviously, you were like in a relationship with them. But since like moving away from them, they now are just like, was anything real? Was it all a mirage? Like, did they even really exist? Like, they're viewing you as sort of like mystical and mysterious and unreal even. The Six of Pentacles, I mean, I think this person wants to give you something. I'm hearing an apology for some of you. I feel like that apology is in the formation of some sort of action. Look, I have action popping out with the Eight of Wands. As I was saying that, the word action was popping out. You know, I feel like this person is not very good at expressing their feelings. They definitely have them. But they're just not that good at like being like, I'm sorry and this is why I'm sorry. They're more of like an action person. Like, they will bring you a gift. They'll try to travel towards you. For some of you who live at a distance from each other, they'll try to take some of the burdens off of you. But they're like looking at their choices with the Seven of Cups, and they're trying to figure out how they can come back towards you and how they can make this work. And they're kind of, you know, with the Master of Raindrops and the Master of Lightning, like they're trying to look at this from a perspective of like, this can be fixed. They are someone that is emotionally mature. They are someone that has a natural, I do feel like they're the lion spirit, leadership quality to them, but it takes two to tango, and they just feel like you're not, you know, gonna help them out with this. And if they are blocked, like they just don't know how to go about this. They're hoping that some sort of something will give them a sign. You know, I don't even think they think in terms of signs and spirituality, but they're hoping at this point you know, for some sort of sign. So group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. We have trust. You know, they're trusting that it's like they have this trust and this faith that they will come back together with you, or at least everything will be okay. For some of you, they really are trying to move on, and they're trying to trust that everything will be okay. But we have health. You know, like I said, for some of you, they're trying to focus in on their physical health, their physical shape. They're trying to go to the gym. Their thoughts of you today. It could even be that they trust that you will come back to them. We have abundance. And we have courage. So I feel like this person really wants to be able to create new opportunity with you. For a lot of you, this is about reconciliation and figuring out how that can happen. Group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. And with courage, I always think of the cowardly lion not being able to necessarily summons that courage and speak their mind. But in this case, I feel like they want to be courageous because they don't want to lose you. This could be a cycle that you guys go through, and they might expect you to come back around. We have like cycles with the Wheel of Fortune. We have round and round. We have this imagery of things just constantly kind of going in a circular motion here. Group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. We have fork in the road. So they're definitely feeling the stagnation, like they don't know what direction this is going in. We have why. Why'd you block me? Why is this happening? Why is this happening again? We have come to the edge. They're hoping that you take some sort of risk. They're going to try to take some sort of risk. So group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. Group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. I don't react when people mention you. Group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. You were the best thing in my life. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Group number 2's person's thoughts of them today. You came closer than anyone. I'm becoming a better person. So that's that health card. They're trying to heal themselves. They're trying to help themselves. I look for you everywhere. But we both know I'm not the one for you. So maybe this person just, for some of you, they really are trying to move on. You know, we will be together again, but they're conflicted. Like they're trying to move on, but they're having a tough time doing that because, and part of their moving on process is like feeling like you guys will be together again. But they're almost thinking like you deserve better. Like maybe they don't understand you and to the fullest extent, and that you deserve someone who does understand you. They feel like they messed everything up. Okay, so I guess we'll leave it there at that cliffhanger. Group number 2, I'm going to extend this, and we're going to do their sexual thoughts of you, but I'm going to probably extend this just a little bit more before we get into their sexual thoughts of you today. That's linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. Definitely comment down below if it resonated. If you guys were interested in a personal reading, I am going live at least twice a week, and you can book a quick personal reading with me on my live stream. I go live at 8 p.m. Central Time. If that's completely out of your time zone, then I would recommend booking a private reading with me. I have more extensive packages with my private readings as well if you just wanted something more extensive, but that is also down below. What you would do is send me an email and I would send you my menu and instructions how to book. That information is in the description box. But in the meantime, I am going to extend this. It'll be an 18 plus, so 18 plus only, and I will see you guys there. Love you. Bye. If you guys chose this deck, this is for you. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be talking about your person's thoughts, their thoughts of you today. But to make sure that this is your pile, I'm going to pull and see if I am reading you or your person's energy. And I have not pre-shuffled anything, so I'm going to do it in front of the camera. And you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be an 18 plus in their sexual thoughts of you today. So let's get into it. Group number 3. All right, so Spirit, can you give me the Archtype Oracle of group number 3 or their person? Okay, to start we have Child, Divine, and Angel. Really nice start, you guys. Spirit, give me the energy of group number 3 or their person. Give me the energy of group number 3 or their person. We have Mystic. And Prostitute. Okay, so right away, I'm really seeing this is a very spiritual connection that you guys share. Group number 3. Give me the astrological sign of group number 3 or their person. We have Luna, the moon, which rules over Cancer. Give me the astrological sign. We have Sagittarius. Okay, I'm being called to put this over here. And Aries. Okay, so you or your person could be a Cancer, or you or your person could be an Aries, Sagittarius. Give me the animal spirit of group number 3 or their person. We have all the cards want to drop on the floor. We have the Lamb. Give me the animal spirit of group number 3 or their person. And the Mouse. Okay. All right. So like I said, and let me do one energy between group number 3 and their person. We have Shadow. Energy between group number 3 and their person. Energy between group number 3 and their person. We have Material Harvest. So right away, I mean, immediately with the archetypes, I'm getting just sort of a spiritual connection here. And it could be spirituality that has its differences. I feel like the mystic archetype is someone who dabbles in the occult, who has a really intimate union with the divine, whereas the angel archetype, the child divine archetype, has a natural spirituality to them. They have a natural gift, but maybe they have not yet tapped into it, or they're not someone who dabbles into tarot or dabbles into the occult. They have an air of spirituality to them. I think they're very open-minded, but I don't think their gifts are as developed as the mystic. So let's start with the Lamb spirit. We also have Cancer. The Lamb rules over the element of Earth, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then we also have Cancer present here. This is someone who is very peaceful, very patient. I would honestly describe them as that just with the Angel archetype card. They do have some sort of important message, and the contents of that can be heard on a very deep level. So I do feel like this person is very pure and innocent and connected to the divine and to spirit in some sort of way. They have this kind of inner knowingness, this inner peace about them. And that could be something that really attracted the mystic towards them and them towards the mystic themselves. But I feel like this is someone who strays away from conflict. They're not very interested in conflict. They're someone who likes to keep an even temper. They're very peaceful. I feel like they can even be very shy, very quiet. We have the mouse, which also rules over the element of earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We also have Aries and Sagittarius here. I'm seeing Aries, Taurus, Cusper could be a possibility. Sagittarius, Capricorn could be a possibility. But with mouse, this person is very detail oriented. They can be a little nitpicky, or particular, you could say. They're someone who's very organized, very resourceful, very prepared. I feel like the mouse spirit is more on the extroverted side and the lamb spirit here is more on the introverted side. There's definitely a difference in energy for sure. I feel like the mouse spirit's more dominant, and that does not mean, that's not assigned to any gender. They're just more dominant, whereas the lamb spirit's more passive. With the prostitute archetype, I feel like the mouse spirit is dominant because they had to be in life. They had to build themselves up to where they are. They had to build up their confidence. There was a lot of different circumstantial issues within their life that made them have to yearn in some inner strength. So I feel like they're a little more outspoken. We have Aries, Sagittarius as well, which I tend to think are more outspoken astrological signs. With the energy between you, we have shadow and material harvest. So there could be sort of, like I said, it could be a real defined spiritual connection and relationship in that, your shadow self has been triggered by this person or their shadow self has been triggered by you. And you guys have had to really work through some sort of shadow elements within the connection in order to either ascend or separate. There could have been different periods of separation or no contact, or it could just be that this is a very mirroring connection and that a lot of triggers end up popping up. We have material harvest here, so something about being with this person or being involved with this person has helped your abundance or your flow of abundance, or you have helped their flow of abundance. It could be quite literally like in work, or it could just be a difference of perspective that has shifted your abundance cycles. And material harvest can also represent that you just feel very safe and very abundant in this person's energy, or they feel very safe and present in their energy. And I keep flip-flopping it specifically for this pile. I mean, you definitely can flip-flop it, but I keep doing it naturally on my own just because you are so similar but so different. There is so much mirroring going on in this connection. So if this is sounding like your pile, then you're in the right place. Group number 3, we are going to start pulling from the tarot, and we're going to figure out what this person's thoughts of you are today. So I'm going to move this over to the side and oh, excuse me. I was like, and I'm going to sneeze. All right. So let me make sure we're in frame. Perfect. Okay. So what is group number 3's person's thoughts of them today? Their thoughts of group number 3 today. Their thoughts of group number 3. Their thoughts of group number 3 today. Their thoughts of group number 3 today. So a lot of cards popping out. We're starting with the star. The star is all about, it comes right after the tower in the tarot. So it comes after that really crazy tower moment, and then you've kind of, been initiated into this healing and this healing path. It's about really going through it, really going through the darkness in order to really discover your light. And we have the shadow here, but the way that the oracle is illustrated is the man who is in the light is more obviously more visible because he's in the light. But it's interesting because I feel like maybe this connection has gone through its shadow period and it's moving towards the light. By moving towards the light, you're also moving into more material harvest, more stability, more commitment. I feel like maybe both of you were meant to meet on like a spiritual level because there were some sort of karmic lessons that had to be learned, hence the triggers and hence some of the obstacles that you've gone through with this person. I don't think this person is thinking of you in terms of like, wow, the many obstacles in which we've had to heal and ascend. Like, I don't think they think like that. But I do think to an extent they are thinking of you as, wow, like, group number 3 has absolutely changed my life. Like, and I will never think the way that I used to ever again. Even if we are together or we're apart, you know, they have changed my perspective in a way that is just profound. And so they really look up to you, you guys, group number 3. They really admire you. They kind of put you on a pedestal even. But they really see you as someone who's extremely inspiring. And like I said with the prostitute card, and I don't know why I think you guys are that side, but I do. Again, you could be either side. You have gone through a lot of healing yourself and you've had to really ascend forward. And so you have that experience and that's something they can look up to. We have the Queen of Wands. For some of you, I'm seeing like same sex, and it doesn't really matter, you guys, what the gender is. For some of you, there is a same sex, so shout out to my LGBTQ community. For others of you, again, it's just like, you know, difference. It doesn't matter. We also have the King of Wands popping up. I feel like this person is looking at you as, like, their thoughts of you today is like they're super attracted to you and they feel very in sync with you. So the same way that you guys have differences, you have similarities, and those similarities really bring them to a conclusion of confidence. They feel confident being with you, being in your energy. I don't know if this is a romantic connection or if this is platonic. For some of you, it can quite literally be platonic. For some of you in which it's romantic, I feel like this person is starting to really see the value of you guys being together. Maybe in the beginning of the connection, there was a lot of like seeing the differences, and now there's a lot of seeing the similarities. But this person thinks you guys would make a good couple. They're viewing you as very attractive. They're viewing you as a leader. They're viewing your connection together as being a leading force in which you guys really could be a power couple. I mean, it's no coincidence we're getting the Queen and King of Wands here. So there is a lot of fire present. We also have Aquarius with the star. So we have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But I feel like this person is thinking like you guys make a good team. Like if you guys can heal, you can definitely boss up. Look at that. We have the Emperor. Aries. Wow. Talk about bossing up, because we're starting off with the star. So the connection went through something, and it doesn't matter what you were defined as when you went through something. Let's say you were platonic, let's say you were friends with benefits, let's say you were together and you're not together. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the now. Their thoughts of you today and right now is that you guys have really gone through it, but like, damn, you have persevered. And what it is right now and how they feel for you is like so reassured, and they feel so amazed by how much they've learned, how much they've grown, how much they have, you know, changed their perspective, and they've almost even honestly put themselves in your shoes. But this person really feels like you guys could be a power couple. There's a huge power couple energy here. And if you're not a couple, if it's platonic, they're feeling like you guys really could be a powerful duo. Like you guys could start a business together. You could start like some sort of influencing together. You guys have the same mind. Like you guys could definitely do something together to make money, to make profit, to lead, to influence. So take it however it resonates. Their thoughts of group number 3 today. I'm like, let. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So whereas this person was guarded towards you in the past, I feel like they are ascending. They're moving forward. We have that 3 of Swords popping out in reverse. there could have been a third party situation, or it could have been that it doesn't have to be, that's only, and I'm not saying anything that you don't know, you know, I'm only mentioning things that you know. So if that doesn't resonate, then drop it. But it could have been that there was some sort of cheating in the past. And there was a huge need to, you know, move forward and ascend from that. But I do feel like ultimately this person was pretty guarded, and they're moving away from that energy and trying to open themselves up. They're trying to move past the past. The Three of Swords can also just represent like disappointment and heartbreak, honestly. Like something went down between you guys, and it doesn't have to be cheating, but something went down and it was difficult to get past. And maybe it even gave this person trust issues, or maybe they feel like you have trust issues towards them, and they're hoping that you guys can move this forward because they're seeing the potential, they're seeing the value. Like if you guys can move this forward, you have gone through the thick of it. Like you've gone through the thick of it, and it's only uphill from there. And what is uphill is so incredible. Like you guys could really be super powerful and just honestly a force to be reckoned with. Okay, yeah. So there could have been like a momentary break or a momentary separation. We have the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, there is a separation still, or the people watching, group number 3 watching, you know, you have taken time away from this person. Maybe you've even blocked this person for some of you, or you're traveling, or you travel for work, or something where you're just busy and you guys have not like necessarily reconciled. For others of you, this is not really about separation, but for some of you, it is. And they're viewing you in this way. They're viewing you as the Star, the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Emperor. They're viewing you as bad, as a bad biche, as a boss, as a leader, as someone who's very strong, has a lot of integrity, is really intelligent, business-minded, business savvy, someone who can heal, someone who can manifest. But they're also seeing you as someone who is at a distance from them, who is guarded, who doesn't trust them, who is taking time away from them, maybe ignoring them, maybe ignoring their texts, maybe not necessarily texting back in a timely manner, who is trying to heal wounds of the past that maybe they brought onto you. And they're hoping that you guys can reconcile, even if it's as friends. Even if it's as friends, for those of you where this is a romantic connection, and where it's a platonic connection, they're hoping you guys can be friends again, you know? So I feel like we have this, I love the Four of Swords imagery here, because it's like, to me, she's just kind of like laying on her bed, and I would like picture a phone right here, and the phone is buzzing, and she's like, I don't really want to respond, but I do, but I don't, you know? So there's definitely some healing and some huge energetic shifts that are taking place right now in this connection. Their thoughts of group number 3. Their thoughts of group number 3. 10 of Cups. You know, they want redemption. I'm surprised we haven't had Judgment. 2 of Cups. They want, you know, romanticism. They want romantic, and if it is platonic, I mean, maybe they low-key have a crush on you. Not even low-key though with the 10 of Cups, but they want to come together like in a solid way with the 3 of Pentacles, but like legitimately, like what they want, like I said, the King and Queen of Wands, they want to be a couple. They want to be a power couple at that. They want to be daddy and mommy together. 10 of Cups, they literally want, you know, they fantasize about all of it, you know, the children, the marriage, all of it. The 2 of Cups, obviously baby steps. They want to like initiate this romantic connection. 2 of Cups to me always represents like chemistry and compatibility and just a really romantic union. Okay, wow, so interesting. We have the 9 of Swords. So this is what they want versus like, you know, they go really back and forth in their mind because their thoughts of you are so back and forth. Like they're probably not getting anything from you or any like response or any text back or things like that. And so aside from their thoughts like of you, like what they want is like the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. They want to like come together. But then they remind themselves that you guys are like not talking, that you're in separation. We have the 9 of Swords. For some of you that there's no contact, that you won't text them back or that they've hurt you. you know? And then they go back to the Ace of Wands, like, well, what if we can like move past this? We have the Strength card as well. What if we can, you know, find the courage to bring ourselves back together? What if, like, there's a lot of like, what if they allow me to come towards them? And if they do, I'm going to compete. I'm going to make sure that I come towards them in a solid way. I mean, you guys could be the angel archetype, the lamb, and that you're trying to take space from this person with the lamb spirit here. You're trying to, you know, keep the peace. You don't want to be entangled in the drama, because there is a lot of competitive energy here with the Sagittarius, the Aries, the Leo. There's so much fire here. We have the Emperor. Now we have the Seven of Wands. To me, it's like this person's like, okay, well, I want to come back around. Like, I want to compete. I want to, you know, and they're frantic, you know, if they are the mouse spirit, they're frantic and trying to figure out like how they can get to the cheese, you know, like how they can get to you. The Hangman, we have it in reverse, but it's all about surrendering. And they're hoping that you will surrender to the connection. They are viewing this in a very spiritual way. So let's pull some Oracle. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. We have envy and peace, but it came out in reverse. I don't really read reversals for oracles, but I felt like that was symbolic. Because they're not at peace. Like, their thoughts are not at peace at all. And they might see you at peace. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, taking a break from them. Maybe they're envious of the fact that you're at peace and they're not, that they can't find peace of mind. Seven of Wands can have to do with envy because it has to do with competition. We have abundance here. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Maybe they're trying to manifest you back into their life, manifest communication with you. Loneliness. So they're feeling lonely. They're feeling kind of like, you know, where did my group number 3 go? Like, I miss my group number 3. Where are they? I want to see them again. I want to hang out with them again. Like, I want to talk to them again. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. Their thoughts of group number 3. Clean it up. So they want to, you know, that Three of Swords in reverse, they want to clean up the mess of the past, all the things that were sort of wrong. They want to build a foundation. They want to co-create, you know, they want to be on the same page, on the same level. They want to be a power couple. They want to rebuild, you know, what you guys have lost and rebuild a foundation that is solid. This person really wants to send you a message. They might want to text you or reach out to you, or if you block them, they're probably going to try to send you an email. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. I am becoming a better person. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. I want to tell you how I feel. So they really want to reach out and express themselves to you. And they're realizing that they love you unconditionally. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So I really don't think they have let you go. But maybe it was hard for them to like leave you alone. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. Group number 3's person's thoughts of them today. We have, I wish I could take my words back. So maybe there was a heated argument. This person said things in their fire. I knew exactly what I was doing. I regret lying to you. Okay, so something definitely went down. And you were the best thing in my life. And they're really feeling the loss, you know, they're really feeling the loneliness of being separated from you, you pulling back your energy from them, and they're not really sure how to navigate that. Okay, group number 3. So that is what I have for you as far as your person's thoughts of you today. We are going to extend this. The extension will be an 18+, and it will be about their sexual thoughts of you today. That will be linked down below. In the meantime, however, if you guys wanted to book a personal reading, I am going live at least twice a week, 8 p.m. Central Time. If that doesn't fit within your time zone, you can get a more extensive private reading from me. I also offer some pretty casual ones, but that will be delivered to you personally to your email, and you'll be able to download it and have the video. You can send me an email and I'll send you the menu and instructions on how to book. That information is down below as well. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. Definitely comment down below if this resonated, and I will see you guys at your extended. Hello, group number 4. Welcome. If you guys chose this tarot deck, this is for you. We are going to be talking about your person's thoughts of you today, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be an 18+, and we're going to figure out what their sexual thoughts are of you. But to figure out if you are in the right pile, we are going to pull some oracle cards and read you and your person's energy. You guys can flip-flop it, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, Spirit. So give me the Archtype Oracle for group number 4 or their person. Give me the Archtype Oracle for group number 4. Too much. Or their person. We have Bully and Midas Miser. Give me the Archtype Oracle for group number 4 or their person. Oh. Give me the Archtype Oracle for group number 4 or their person. Give me the Archtype Oracle for group number 4. We have Guide. Okay. Give me the Astrological Oracle for group number 4 or their person. We have Uranus. Give me the Astrological Oracle and Cancer. Give me the Astrological Oracle for group number 4 or their person. And we have Virgo. Okay, so you could be a Virgo, they could be a Virgo, you could be a Cancer, or they could be a Cancer, and I'm forgetting what Uranus rules over. I mean, I think I know, but I don't want to, like... Aquarius. Ah, of course it does. Okay. Sorry, my husband's an Aquarius, so it's just like hilarious to me. All right. So we have Guide and we have Bully. Give me the animal spirit of group number 4 or their person. Give me the animal spirit of group number 4 or their person. We have the Cobra. Give me the animal spirit of group number 4 or their person. Animal spirit of group number 4 and their person. Wow, I saw that and I was like, I wonder if it's going to come up, and it did. We have Bat. Okay. And give me the energy between group number 4 and their person. We have material and spiritual harvest, prosperity, sorry. Give me the energy between group number 4 and their person. What is the energy between group number 4 and their person? Victory and success. Ooh, gorgeous. Okay. All right, so you or your person could be a Virgo or Aquarius or Cancer, or you guys could have conjunctions of that in your chart. We have the Bully and the Midas Miser archetype. So the bully is not as literal as you guys think. It's not like about being a bully, although it could be. It's actually about like being pretty, having a lot of integrity and really standing up for yourself, and maybe even standing up for the underdog for some of you. But with Midas Miser, I feel like this Cobra spirit is someone who is a leader, a boss. They own a business, they own a practice, they do something in which people work under them, they have some sort of status. I feel like they are someone who knows what they want and they know how to get it, and they're gonna go after it. Trying to look up the Cobra spirit. I know it rules over the element of fire, so we have water, air, and fire here for this person. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is someone who has an inner teacher kind of mentality about them. They're actually very humble and very wise. This is someone I feel like with Midas Miser, anything they touch literally turns to gold. They have really brilliant ideas and they know how to put those ideas into action and really implement them, really create something out of it. They just could be naturally gifted at that, and they like to teach that maybe to you or to others. This is someone who is not afraid to wait for what they want. This is really the energy of like the tortoise wins the race. They know how to pause, they know how to wait, they know how to like take a gamble. So I feel like although this person has like an aggressive front, and I wouldn't even say aggressive is the correct word, but they're just very full of energy, they also know how to like recline that energy. I feel like this is someone who is very protecting and very loving. And with the Cancer energy, I definitely get that. With the Aquarius energy, I definitely get the student of life energy as well. Then we have the bat spirit, which is all about rebirth. It's all about the darkness. It's all about that darkness being a part of them, but accepting and adjusting and adapting towards yearning towards the light. So this could be someone who has really gone through it, and they've taken a long time to really build themselves up. And I think that's why they can be a guiding force to other people, as they can really speak through their own experience. With the Virgo card, I feel like this is someone who, you know, the Virgo rules over the Hermit. This is someone who has a very special connection to their guides, to their angels, to the divine. This is someone who has really worked on themselves within their own shelter. They've really gone into hermit mode to kind of perfect who they are, and, you know, before sort of putting that out in the world and putting that out into light. So this could represent some sort of spiritual gift or some sort of practice even as well, or it can just represent, you know, you as a person and having to really transform, or them as a person having to transform. And I feel like the energy between both of you is material and spiritual prosperity and victory and success, which is really positive. So if this is sounding like your pile, then you are in the right place. I am going to get into the tarot cards on what your person's thoughts are of you today. What is your person's thoughts of you today? This is a very sticky deck, like the cards are still sticking together. Okay, so we're starting off with the Hierophant, and then we have the Hangman in reverse. So 2 major arcana so far. So there is a huge commonality here with your spiritualities. You both could be in a relationship with each other already, quite honestly. You could even live together and be married. It could like go that far. And with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant can represent marriage, but the Hierophant literally represents a spiritual practice, a spiritual routine, being very persistent and consistent with that spiritual routine for optimal growth. So you guys could have a spiritual routine together. There is a huge commitment to one another as well, I'm seeing. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse, and then that Hangman in reverse. I'm gonna have to clarify those. Their thoughts of you today. The 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so clarify the Hierophant for me. The Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Hangman in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, clarify the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the 4, 5, 6, 7. Why the fuck can I? Duh, it's the Seven of Cups. What is wrong with me? We have the Seven of Cups, and clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Everything's falling on the floor today. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So for some of you, you could have really gone through it with this person and this connection, and you guys are starting to really like persevere past the chaos. I mean, I always think of Uranus as chaos. I think of Bully as chaos. So there could have been some chaotic energy in the connection and a huge need for healing with the bat animal spirit. And now you're pushing forward towards being very committed. Maybe you guys weren't committed to each other in the past, and now you're in an official commitment now. But I feel like background and context is like you guys have definitely had your fair share of ups and downs, of being guarded, of being fearful of the connection, of there being certain triggers. For some of you, you guys were waiting for a commitment from this person for a very long time, and you weren't sure if you were going to get it. And I feel like now you have it, and there's exclusivity in the connection. But I feel like their thoughts of you today is that Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant energy, starting and ending. It's like they are committed to you. They want to be with you. They've decided that you are their person. And all the things that kind of happened in the past, I think they're trying to move forward from. And I think that they had to really surrender their need to control. Maybe you had to surrender your need to control. So what are their thoughts of you today? Whoa, so much energy. We have the Empress. We have the Four of Swords. There could be some separation, and it doesn't have to be like because of anything negative. It could be a distance, like this person travels for work. That's not the Four of Swords. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Swords. Okay, never mind. But that still could resonate. All right, we have the Magician, and we have the Seven of Wands. So the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands. So the Eight of Swords talks about being trapped in our mind. It talks about anxiety, anxious thoughts. And then we have the Set of Wands, which talks about competition or feeling the need to compete. So maybe this person has offered a commitment to you, and that's their intention, and they think about that, and that's like their thoughts of you. But there hasn't been like a response to that yet. We have the Empress, and I feel like with the Empress energy, you know, this person's really looking at you as the one. They're looking at you as someone who just has so much regal feminine energy. You're just very strong in your power. You're someone who can create life and birth life. And for some of you, that could be quite literally, like they want to have children with you, or you have children with this person. But they're just looking at you as someone who can be very abundant, who can be very loving, who really can be this goddess, and is their ideal. And they get anxious because maybe this person is freedom loving. Maybe this person never really imagined being in a marriage or a commitment with someone, and now they're starting to think of you in terms of that, and you know, it stresses them out to a degree, or they're trying to move past that. I think with the Magician, they feel like this is a powerful connection. Maybe they feel like there's competition around you, like other people want you or trying to get at you, and they have to make like a decision pretty quickly. So for some of you, there might be like a choice. Their thoughts of you today. They're very sexually attracted to you, and there's a lot of sexual energy here, but I'm going to save that for the extended but they're very like, they think of you, yeah, we have the Star. They think of you in terms of being super beautiful. So we have the Empress, and then clarifying that we have the Star. They look up to you. The Star energy is very close to the Bat energy, in that you have to go through the darkness in order to find the light. So they might see you as someone who has gone through adversity and through struggle, and you've really grown into a beautiful being because of that. They definitely put you on a pedestal and they admire you. I wouldn't doubt that this person stalks your social medias. But this is someone who looks at you as a healer, as someone who has this natural healing ability to you. They see you as original, as authentic, as one of a kind. Like, there is no replacing you. You're irreplaceable. They've never met anyone like you. Their thoughts of you today. Their thoughts of you today. Okay, interesting. We have the Wheel of Fortune. They're not sure. It's like, maybe they're waiting on you. They're not sure if you're going to want to be with them. And they're hoping that you will. So I don't know if they offered you something and you're like, I'm going to take my time to decide, or what is going on really in particular. But they're hoping that you guys will move forward. They're hoping for what they want to manifest is the Sun. They're hoping for clarity. They're hoping for peace. They're hoping for joy. They just generally, but genuinely want happiness for you, for them, for both of you in this connection. And if you're not happy, then, you know, they want you to be happy, even if that's not with them. And that's kind of that 8 of Swords energy. Like, to a degree, they want to compete for your attention. They want to compete to make you happy. They want to be the best, you know, person that they can possibly be to make you happy. But at a certain point, if you're not, you're not, you know, and they don't want to force your hand. So we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Like, they don't know. You're very hard to read. You know, on the surface, you're the High Priestess, but deep down inside, you're the Queen of Cups. Both are very spiritual and both are very similar to one another. And the High Priestess is the Magician's counterpart. So you could be a very tricky person to figure out, but they could be very tricky themselves. But at the end of the day, they know that you are the Queen of Cups, the Empress. You have this heart of gold. And maybe because of what you've been through, could have been just in other relationships, you're very guarded, or you protect your heart and you protect your energy, and you don't want to be taken advantage of by other people. Even if it's this person, even if this is someone you've been in a relationship with, you hold a lot of boundaries, you hold a lot of strength in those boundaries, but they're having a tough time figuring you out and what you're thinking. There's been some sort of rebirth, some sort of transformation in this connection. And maybe there's still some residual mess to clean up. You know, maybe it has fully transformed and it is leading towards a really positive track. And what's done is done. What's in the past is in the past. But maybe they're afraid that there will be some residual, you know, energy. At the end of the day, they view you as their best friend. You're their best friend. They don't want to lose their best friend. Yeah, we have fear. They're kind of afraid to lose you. I mean, and here's the thing, like, they'll take you however you give them, whatever you give them. But they're hoping it's success all the way. Like, they're hoping it's like the full throttle thing. But they'll take just, you know, a friendship with you because they genuinely don't want to lose friendship with you. What are they thinking of you? Their current thoughts of you. We have community. We have soulmates. So they think you are their soulmate. You could have met them in the spiritual community, or they see you being a part of some sort of community and having some sort of influence with a star. And they really admire that. We have regeneration. So like the same cards popping up, but in different oracles, different ways. Regeneration. They're hoping for transformation of the connection. So if there was an ending, they're hoping that there can be like a new beginning. They don't want there to just be like a solid ending. They're hoping that this is just, you know, whatever's here, the residual feelings, we have flexible as well, is just a part of the process that it's just the chores, the chopped wood that you have to kind of, you know, undergo in order to move forward. But they're trying to be very flexible. They're trying to be very adaptable. So group number 4 is person's thoughts of them today. You came closer than anyone. Yeah, I don't think this person has ever thought of the whole thing with anybody. I think they love their freedom, their independence. They're like a nomad. They never thought they would be in like a marriage or a commitment. Just being near you is intoxicating. Like I said, very sexual energy as well. Remember 4 is person's. I bury myself in work to forget you. So this person they think about you all the time, but they're afraid to contact you. For some of you, you guys are not in contact. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson, but they're learning, they're ascending. They want to feel that way again, how they feel and how they felt with you, how they felt your love. They've never felt love for you in that way. We both know I'm not the one for you. So this person's a little self-sacrificial. They're like, you know, if you do want to be with this person, if you are kind of with this person, they're still like, well, maybe I am not enough for you. For some of you, it was the wrong time. You and I were too young. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, this person saw, I wonder if you're happy without me. How, and I look for you everywhere, how much love you gave them, how much intimacy, how much comfort. And they've never felt that way before. They've never had that before. And now they're like, wow, like they're looking back at sort of their decisions and their choices, and they're really having a lot of regrets. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you, group number 4. I hope that resonated. If you guys want to extend this, you can. All that information is down below. There's a link to the extended video, which is an 18+ on their sexual feelings for you, sexual thoughts. And if you guys wanted to book a private reading, you can. All that information is also down below. I'm striving to go live at least twice a week, 8 p.m. Central Time. If that doesn't fit in your time zone, then definitely look into a private reading where I personally deliver it to your email. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you guys in the extended.